All right, every time I do an unboxing, I always like to go over what the box has for those of you who really want to know. All right, it says it has a 12-inch large touchscreen, 4K plus 1080p resolution, collision detection during driving and parking. This is pretty much what I want to get into, is that one right here. Side has the logo on the other side, and then the back. On the back, it gives you model number of P12 Pro, input at 5 volts, and it's about manufacturing information. So now let's get inside. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. It just pretty much pulls outward. All right, the first thing we see is the dash cam itself with this protective covering and the foam insulation on the outside. So we'll take that out. And then we're going to pull the dash cam out. And let's go ahead and unwrap the protective covering. All right, this is the way it looks. It has this protective screen cover, and it has this tab that you need to pull off when you're done with the installation. My recommendation is take it out when you're done with the complete installation. And this is the note that I like to see here. Please keep your window shield in front of the dash camera clean for safe driving. This is a good note, because if your window shield in front of your dash cam is dirty, your footage is not going to be a clear footage. It's going to have a lot of that debris that's on your windshield will be there. And it might get in the way, especially when you're looking for license plates. So keep that window shield clean. All right, so let's move, or let's take a look at the dash cam itself here. All right, the Type-C, this is your power source. The AV is your rear camera cable. This is where your micro SD card goes. And then here it actually says GPS, and this is where the GPS module is connected to. And the bottom, you'll have your power source right there. And then on the back side is your reset button right there. And this will be your microphone here. Now this is how your dash cam looks on the back side. So when you install this, you have your rear view mirror right here, mounted right next to, on top of it. Then you get your badge and it goes over your rear view mirror. And you do the same thing for the other side. And that's how it's secured to your rear view mirror. And right here, you can see another protective covering for your lens. Do not take the protective covering off until you're done with the front installation. All right, we're going to put this to the side and see what we have inside the box. All right, the first thing you see here is going to be, let's see, looks like it's the power cable. And here's some literature on there. This is what it has stamped on there. There you go. It's input at 12 volts to 24 volts, output at DC at 5 volts. All right, and this is a cord. Usually they're around 11 feet, 11 and a half feet, and Type-C USB right there. What's good about this is that if you connect this and you only have one power socket and you use that to charge your phone, well, you could put that right in here now to charge your phone or any device that you have. So this is good for this power cable. All right, next is the rear camera cable. And let's see what else it has. Okay, first thing you're gonna see is the rear camera itself. And again, you could mount this. This is the mount thing you have here. You can mount it on top where the camera goes forward, or whichever way you need to. And again, this has a protective covering. Once you're done with the installation, then you could take this off. And then when you install it wherever you want, because you see how that goes, you could just adjust it where needed. you tighten up these screws here, and it'll tighten this up. And then this cable, let's open this up here. All right. So when you're installing this, you take off this part right here. And there's only one way to install this. You can see how this one has an indentation there. And here you can see on top there's an indentation right there, and that's where you put them together. Now, if you're not sure where the indentions are, you just simply push them in and turn, and it'll go right in like that. And you always want to take this off when you're doing your installation, because this will go from the back of your vehicle, wherever you're going to install it, usually by the license plate, and you mainly use the license plate lights. Not all the time, but this is what your first source you want to go into to route the wire from the outside into the inside. And then from inside the trunk, this is the cable that you use. You go from there. And then on my installations, I always install the red wire. Now the red wire is your backup camera function. If your vehicle already has a backup camera, well then you don't need to install this. But since it's a rear view mirror, might as well install it, that when you back up, you don't have to look into a different camera. You look into the same one you would normally use, which is your rear view mirror. On my installation video, we're going to install this. All right, here you go. Here's the cable. All right, we're going to put this to the side and get the next item. Now, on the rear cable, it comes with 2 screws that you could actually mount the rear camera on there, because it has 2 holes right there that you could screw this into your vehicle. I used to do that, but I noticed that these adhesive strips work very well. No matter if it's cold, rainy, ice, whatever it is, these things really stay on. And they're not hard to take off either. So I'm gonna skip the screws and go straight using this. Next is the GPS module. So let's open this up. You can see where it says GPS. This is a standard GPS module, which actually works very well. What I like is this cord that extends out. It looks like to maybe 6 feet, where you can install this exactly where you need, especially if you have a truck, an RV, you could pretty much put this wherever you need to. And usually you put it right in the front windshield, center, or to the right or left. It doesn't really matter, because all it's doing is getting the speed and the location. And this is the one that goes to your rear view mirror on top, the AV port. All right, it looks like last is the literature. So let's go ahead and go through that. Here you go. You got a thank you for choosing us. And here's some more information. And it says, we are here to help. Share your experience on Amazon and visit our website. Then we're going to have is the manual of the item. And it pretty much gives you a schematic of all the items that it has, which is right here. And then all the ports and what they represent. Where to install your micro SD card. Your rear camera kit. How to mount the rear view mirror dash cam. Where to plug in your power socket. How to mount the rear camera and how to guide the wires. How to plug in the GPS. And it gives you information on how to use your rear view mirror dash camera. The power off and on, screen off, recording interface, and other function as well. How to check and delete your videos, and then how to use the smart driving assistance, which is pretty much what I'm really going to go into on this. But I'll do this on the review of the item. So stay tuned for that video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, select all notifications. That way you're notified when this video comes out. But if you're not new here, welcome back. And if this video was helpful for you at any time, please hit that like button. Next is your ADAS, which is your Advanced Driver Assistance System. It gives you how to the off and on, the settings, alerts, and all the information that you need. It even gives you BSD, which is blind spot detection, and more about your settings, your G sensor, what it represents, parking mode, WDR, recording, video mark, all the information that you need for your dash cam. All right, let's continue and see exactly what it has in here. It gives you some more tools here. These are the mounts that you would use to strap your rear view mirror on. You could use these. If you have a smaller rear view mirror, you could use these, or which normally I would use these larger ones. And let's show you demonstrations on how to do this. So you get your strap, and on the side here, you can see that curve, and that's where the strap goes right into. And we'll just put that in there. And you can see how the strap is in there. And then pretty much you turn it around and it goes over your rear view mirror from your car. And then you pretty much just strap that back in there. Like that. And then you can see this is where the rear view mirror is and the straps that goes all around. And for the other side, you just repeat the process. Then it gives you another 3M adhesive strip and a set of screws, which is good. In case you install this in a different vehicle after you used it, you have another mounting adhesive and the screws right there. Next, it gives you a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I consider this a starter SD card because what you want to do is use the maximum capacity that you could use, which in this case is 256 gigabyte. Next, it gives you this cleaning cloth that you could use to clean the screen of your rear view mirror. You can leave this in the center console or inside your glove box. Then you have this crowbar, and this is pretty much used for installation when you're routing your wires. Wherever you're running your wires, and once you get them there, you could use this crowbar to push down the wires in there. Or you could just slide them in. And this is a great tool to use for the installation and for other installations that you may have, for like installing radios or any type of wires. This is a good tool to have. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and power this on. And the first one I'm going to use is the GPS module. I'm going to install that one first. And it says GPS right here. And simply connect that one in there. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and use the micro SD card that it came with. And usually the back side goes to the back. So we're going to go ahead and install that. And use your nails to push that in there, or you could use this right here to put it in there, this crowbar. All right, you can see where it went in there already. And this is pretty much used for your nails. Like this is your nail, you push that in there. All right, next is I'm going to go ahead and install the rear camera. I'm just going to push that in there, move that wire to the side so I can install the power cable, which is the Type-C USB. All right, before I connect the power cable, I want to do is remove this, because this is going to get away of the screen itself. And I'm going to put this to the side because I want to put this back on. That way I don't scratch anything when I do the installation. All right, I got the power cord, which is pretty much I use to charge my cell phone. And we're going to go ahead and power this on and see if you can see exactly what's going to happen. It is connected. Okay, there you go. Let's get a closer look. All right, and the first prompt it says, please format the SD card or the video cannot be recorded. So we're going to go ahead and hit yes. Remember, it's touchscreen, so it does everything for you there. All right, and then you can see in the top right, it's already starting to record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out so the dash cam could start recording something else. And it's actually the rear camera that's on. So we're going to put the screen back and you can see exactly what the rear camera is recording. And you can see here the GPS module, how it's working by giving you exactly where I'm pointing this at. Let's press that one more time and it gets you back. I'm pointing southwest, east, northwest, and whichever direction I'm pointing, it's pretty much going that way. All right, so now we got that. Now let's get into the menu itself and just to get you to see how that looks. And all you got to do is press the screen itself one time. And let me see if you could see this. There you go. And those are all the screen functions that it has. And we'll get to the menu in a different video, but I just want to show you how it looks. Okay, And one last thing I'm going to show you is to toggle in between screens. You move from right to left, and you got a side-by-side screen. There it goes. This is the left side is your front dash cam, and the right is your rear. All right, then you could go back, and then now it's just the front screen that's exactly showing. Now we go back again, and you're back at the rear camera. And it's very clear. I know you really can't see it too much in my camera, but it's a very clear screen. Now, if this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up, because you know I appreciate that from you. If you're interested in purchasing this item, I'll put links in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because I got additional videos coming soon. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe!